Feeling stressed about the holidays? You're not alone. In fact, over 60% of adults report feeling overwhelmed during this time of year. But what if I told you that the solution might be as simple as a hug? In the next few minutes, we'll explore the fascinating science behind hugging, from its impact on our hormones to its ability to boost our immune system. Plus, we'll share some creative ways to get your hug fix, even if you're spending the holidays solo. Did you know that a staggering 88% of Americans report feeling stressed during the holiday season? It's a stark contrast to the image of joy and merriment we often associate with this time of year. Welcome to the reality of the holiday blues, a phenomenon that affects millions of people worldwide. The holiday season, with its twinkling lights and festive decorations, is supposed to be a time of happiness and celebration. Yet for many, it becomes a source of immense stress and anxiety. Family dynamics, financial pressures, and the absence of loved ones can all contribute to feelings of isolation and sadness. This disconnect between expectation and reality often leaves people feeling overwhelmed and emotionally drained. But here's where things get interesting. Our bodies have a built-in stress relief mechanism, and it's as simple as a hug. Physical touch, particularly hugging, has a profound effect on our stress hormone levels. When we embrace someone, our bodies release oxytocin, often dubbed the cuddle hormone. This powerful chemical helps to lower our cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone in our bodies. Recent research has shed light on just how effective hugging can be in reducing stress. Studies have shown that individuals who receive regular hugs experience significantly lower cortisol levels compared to those who don't. In fact, even a brief 20-second hug can trigger a cascade of positive hormonal changes in our bodies, leaving us feeling calmer and more relaxed. But the benefits of hugging extend far beyond just momentary stress relief. Regular physical affection has been linked to improved emotional well-being and a stronger sense of social connection over time. These factors act as a protective shield against negative emotional and physical health outcomes, potentially improving our overall quality of life. Dr. Susan Albers, a psychologist at Cleveland Clinic, explains it best. Hugging can serve as a stress buffer, particularly for women. She emphasizes the importance of being fully present during these embraces to maximize their emotional benefits. It's not just about the physical act, it's about the emotional connection it fosters. In essence, hugs act as a biological safety signal to our bodies and minds. They communicate that we're safe, cared for, and connected to others. This simple act of physical touch can help rewire our stress response, making us more resilient in the face of life's challenges. As we delve deeper into the science of hugging, let's shift our focus to Emma, a young professional facing holiday isolation. Her story will help us understand how the absence of physical touch can impact our well-being, and more importantly, how we can find creative solutions to bridge this gap in our increasingly digital world. Imagine a Christmas Eve where the only company you have is your own reflection. This is Emma's reality as a newcomer in a bustling city. But in a world where physical distance separates us, could virtual connections provide the warmth we crave? Emma's story challenges us to rethink the very nature of human touch in the digital age. Emma's apartment, though festively decorated, feels eerily quiet on Christmas Eve. The twinkling lights she carefully strung up cast shadows on bare walls, a stark reminder of her recent move to the city. As a young professional chasing her dreams, Emma had been excited about the opportunities that lay ahead. However, the holiday season has brought an unexpected wave of loneliness that threatens to overwhelm her. In a city of millions, Emma finds herself more isolated than ever. The vibrant street life and constant buzz of activity that initially drew her here now seem to emphasize her own solitude. She misses the warmth of her family's traditional holiday gatherings, the laughter of friends, and most of all, the comforting hugs that always made her feel at home. As the evening wears on, Emma's struggle with disconnection intensifies. She scrolls through social media, seeing friends and family celebrating together, which only deepens her sense of isolation. The absence of physical touch, something she'd never given much thought to before, now feels like a gaping void in her life. In a moment of desperation, Emma begins researching ways to combat loneliness during the holidays. To her surprise, she stumbles upon articles about virtual hug strategies and techniques for maintaining connection in a digital world. Intrigued, she dives deeper into these concepts, learning about the hug hack and the importance of scheduled virtual meetings with loved ones. Feeling a glimmer of hope, Emma decides to put these strategies into action. She reaches out to her family, setting up a video call for later that evening. As she waits, she practices the hug hack, crossing her arms and moving her hands down her arms, simulating the feeling of an embrace. It feels a bit silly at first, but she's surprised to find it somewhat comforting. When the video call connects, Emma's screen fills with the familiar faces of her family. Their smiles and voices wash over her, instantly lifting her spirits. They chat, laugh, and even attempt a virtual group hug. It's not the same as being there in person, but Emma feels a warmth spreading through her chest nonetheless. As the call progresses, Emma notices a shift in her mood. The crushing weight of loneliness begins to lift, replaced by a sense of connection and belonging. She realizes that while physical touch is irreplaceable, the emotional support and love conveyed through these virtual interactions are powerful in their own right. By the end of the evening, Emma feels noticeably more positive. The virtual strategies she's employed have provided a lifeline, helping her bridge the gap between physical isolation and emotional connection. She goes to bed feeling grateful for technology and the creative ways it allows us to maintain human bonds. As Emma's story unfolds, it's clear that virtual connections can indeed provide comfort in times of isolation. But how does this compare to families who have found ways to maintain physical traditions despite distance? Let's turn our attention to the Johnson family, whose long-standing hug circle tradition offers a different perspective on maintaining connection during challenging times. In a world where many families drift apart, the Johnsons have managed to stay extraordinarily close. Their secret? A simple yet profound tradition that flies in the face of modern digital solutions. Let's explore how this family's hug circle might revolutionize the way we think about holiday connections. The Johnson family's hug circle is more than just a festive ritual. It's the cornerstone of their holiday celebrations. For generations, the Johnsons have gathered in a circle, arms linked, sharing warmth and affection. This tradition, passed down through the years, has become a powerful symbol of their unity and love. As the family grew and spread across different cities, the hug circle faced its greatest challenge yet. How could they maintain this deeply physical tradition when separated by distance? The Johnsons, determined to keep their connection strong, refused to let geography stand in their way. Their creative adaptations to maintain the hug circle showcase the lengths families will go to preserve their bonds. Virtual gatherings became a new norm, with family members joining video calls from their respective homes. But the Johnsons took it a step further. They introduced hugging walls, clear plastic barriers that allowed for safe physical contact during in-person meetups. These innovative solutions ensured that the essence of their tradition remained intact, even in the face of separation. The psychological impact of the Johnson family's consistent ritual cannot be overstated. Studies indicate that such family traditions enhance emotional bonds and provide a sense of stability and security. For the Johnsons, the hug circle acts as an anchor, grounding them in times of uncertainty and stress. Experts suggest that rituals like the hug circle serve as a protective factor against negative emotional states. By reinforcing family bonds and promoting overall well-being, the Johnsons' tradition offers a blueprint for maintaining mental health during challenging times. Could their approach hold the key to helping other families strengthen their connections? Despite the physical distance between them, the family reports feeling closer than ever. Their resilience in the face of separation has not only strengthened their bonds, but also inspired those around them to prioritize physical affection and family traditions. As we reflect on the Johnson family's experience, we can't help but draw parallels to the science of hugging we explored earlier. Their hug circle tradition aligns perfectly with what researchers have discovered about the power of physical touch. The oxytocin release, stress reduction, and emotional bonding we see in scientific studies are all being put into practice by the Johnsons, albeit in their own unique way. The Johnson family's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of physical connection, even in our increasingly digital world. As we continue to navigate the challenges of maintaining relationships across distances, perhaps we can all take a page from the Johnsons' book and find creative ways to keep the power of touch alive in our own families. While the Johnson family's story is heartwarming, it highlights a growing problem in our society. What if I told you that lack of physical touch is now being recognized as a health crisis? And the solutions being developed are straight out of a sci-fi novel. The COVID-19 pandemic brought to light a phenomenon that had been quietly affecting millions: skin hunger. This term refers to the psychological and physiological effects of lacking physical touch. During periods of isolation, many people experienced increased feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety, exacerbated by the absence of human contact. While virtual connections provided some relief, they couldn't fully replace the comfort of a real hug. Video calls and messages, though valuable for maintaining relationships, fell short in satisfying our innate need for physical touch. This gap between digital interaction and tactile comfort led researchers and innovators to explore new ways of bridging the physical divide. Enter the world of touch simulating technologies. One fascinating development is AI-generated hug videos. These videos use artificial intelligence to create personalized, lifelike representations of loved ones giving hugs. While not a perfect substitute for the real thing, these videos aim to trigger the emotional and physiological responses associated with physical affection. Another innovative approach is the hug hack technique. This simple yet effective method involves crossing one's arms and moving hands down the arms, mimicking the sensation of being hugged. Surprisingly, this self-hugging action can release feel-good chemicals like serotonin and oxytocin, providing a sense of comfort during virtual interactions. As technology continues to evolve, experts predict that remote physical connection tools will become increasingly sophisticated. We might soon see haptic devices that can transmit touch sensations over long distances or virtual reality environments that create immersive, touch-based experiences with loved ones who are physically far away. Emma, our young professional facing holiday isolation, found these innovations intriguing. She began incorporating the hug hack into her daily routine, especially during video calls with family. She also experimented with AI-generated hug videos, creating personalized clips of her parents and closest friends. While initially skeptical, Emma was surprised by the comfort these virtual hugs provided, helping to ease her feelings of loneliness. These technological solutions, combined with Emma's efforts to maintain virtual connections, significantly improved her emotional well-being during the holiday season. She found herself feeling more grounded and connected, despite the physical distance from her loved ones. As we look towards the future, it's clear that the importance of physical touch in our lives cannot be overstated. While virtual solutions offer temporary relief, they also underscore the irreplaceable nature of human contact. This realization is driving a renewed appreciation for the power of hugs and physical affection in our daily lives. As we've seen, hugging offers powerful benefits for our mental health, especially during stressful holiday times. From reducing cortisol levels to boosting our sense of connection, physical touch is a vital part of human well-being. But what if we can't be there in person? The stories of Emma and the Johnson family show us that creativity and technology can help bridge the gap. Whether it's through virtual hugs, self-hugging techniques, or even embracing a pet, there are ways to simulate the comforting effects of human touch. Remember, connection is about more than just physical presence. Reach out to loved ones, even if it's just a phone call or video chat. Share your feelings and listen to theirs. In these small acts of connection, we can find the warmth and support we need, no matter the distance between us. Thank you for watching. If you found this information helpful, share it with others so we can continue to build a well-informed community. Stay informed, stay empowered.